Everything here is packaged with love. It's delivered with love. There is nothing like when you get into your bed. Oh, this one always gets me. So when we deliver a bed, we also generally deliver sheets for the bed, and you actually get to make that bed. You're going into an apartment that you can see the people are having a hard time. You get to make that bed. When you get in your own bed at night, you know that child is putting their head down on sheets that smell so good that, it's just, it's not a better feeling. Maybe when those children put their head down, they're gonna know, there's good things out there and there are good people who are gonna help you, and that just might be the difference. We're delivering the love and hope of Jesus Christ, and I really think that's very true.
Good afternoon, my brother's keeper. Sure, we'd be happy to help. We'll take down this.
My Brother's Keeper is a Christian ministry that has served those in need in eastern Massachusetts for the past 32 years. We have 2 locations, a facility in Easton and in Dartmouth, serving the South Coast.
Our mission is to bring the love and hope of Jesus Christ to the people we serve. So we primarily accomplish that mission through 3 main programs: furniture assistance, food assistance, and then Christmas assistance at Christmas time as well.
My Brother's Keeper is unique in a few different ways. Certainly the fact that we don't have prerequisites and we can serve anyone that asks for our help. But also our model of service. We actually have a very small staff at My Brother's Keeper and this amazing volunteer community. So it's truly a privilege to be a part of this special community that we have here.
One of my favorite parts of the deliveries is that we do give a crucifix. The crucifix just brings it back to what it's truly about, and that's God.
It became a privilege to be here every week, to partake of something that was so selfless, and to just, for me, to watch the few people that were on staff, that this was really not a job for them. This was really a vocation, and that was a big inspiration. Thinking about COVID, we were here in March, and really we stopped on a dime. As you know, everything just came to a halt, not just here, but every place. And it was a big void in my life that I really was not able to come.
When everything started happening, we definitely were having conversations and kind of wondering what was going to happen. I think one thing that we all knew all along was that we would find a way. That goes to our belief in God, that we put everything in His hands, that we trust in Him.
So for My Brother's Keeper, our first thought when the pandemic hit was, how will we be able to continue to serve? Because we knew the need would be there. How can we do the most good and do it safely?
As far as the need for the families we serve, we definitely saw that it went through the roof. People that already were in need came upon even harder times, but also we've had so many, countless calls from people first time seeking help.
The pandemic's affected us all in so many ways, but for those that we serve, they're uniquely vulnerable. So many of the families we have helped these past few months have been out of work. They've actually had more meals to provide with kids home from school. So many live in densely packed neighborhoods. They're relying on public transportation. Many have deal with pre-existing health concerns, so they have an elevated risk. So for all these reasons, just a tremendous amount of stress on the families we serve. So to be able to continue our services, enter their lives in a time that's been really difficult, has made this work even more powerful, lifting them up in an even fuller way. Because in these times, it's the poor that are affected the most. So the fact our ministry was able to not only continue serving, but serve even more, really was a miracle.
I have been amazed at my Brother's Keeper these last few months. I know in March when they had to shut down, it was very disappointing for myself and all my friends, my sewer friends. But just being able to get back into it and knowing once again that buzzword pivot, that my Brother's Keeper pivoted so quickly, and the amount of food that's being donated and the people who are boxing the food and everyone who's just pitching in to help because of the number of people in need. So it's really just a delight and a pleasure to be able to help.
So when the pandemic hit, my Brother's Keeper had to take a few actions. One was to temporarily suspend our furniture program and instead concentrate all our efforts on providing food assistance. And in Dartmouth, this was a brand new program for the Town Board of Health to get permission to store food. We had to expand our partnership with the Greater Boston Food Bank, and we had to get word out to residents of neighboring communities. But we were able to scale up quickly over the last 6 months. We've been able to help over 11,000 families, 35,000 people. That's 900,000 pounds of food distributed out into the community, $2.1 million worth of groceries. So this has been, has touched a lot of families' lives in a difficult time.
Most of the food that we receive comes from the Greater Boston Food Bank.
The first week we were packaging dairy, and it was so beautiful. Every single thing that you could need for dairy was in the bag. And today I did fresh vegetables, and I mean mangoes and radishes and organic potatoes.
But what I was so proud of was the way that my Brother's Keeper leadership team, the community and everybody said, you know, we need to stay focused on the mission. So it wasn't about what can't we do, it was about what can we do. The mission of bringing the love and hope of Jesus Christ to those we serve in a time when they're going to need it the most.
When the pandemic started, my Brother's Keeper was able to move forward confidently because we had faith. We had faith in God, and we had faith in this amazing community with appeals like this, that we are able to continue providing this really important lifeline to families and to keep the quality really high, to really be generous and accomplish the mission in the fullest possible sense. And the deliveries themselves are really generous in all the items that are going out. But in the same way, our volunteers and staff just do an amazing job in how they approach the work from that first call when someone reaches out to us and asks for help, to the people that are packaging these boxes filled with canned goods, these beautiful bags of produce, all the other items, right down to the delivery people going out to meet these families on their doorstep with a smile on their face, even if it's behind a mask. Really, this is one of the ways we're able to accomplish that mission with the families that we serve. On behalf of those we serve, on behalf of our whole ministry, thanks to each of you for continuing to support my Brother's Keeper, to be your brothers and sisters' keeper. Truly, we could not provide this important program without your help.